By now, you've seen the benefits of influencer marketing and ways to find influencer and communicate with them. But let's talk a little bit about how you can negotiate and play defense so you can get the most out of the campaign. When negotiating, you'll encounter a whole spectrum of rates from different influencers that may not seem to make sense. It's a difficult position for you to be in because you want to respect the creator and what they value their work at. But at the same time, it needs to make sense for your business finances and goals. To get through this process smoothly, there are a few things that you should know. The first thing you need to do is define your objectives and budget for the deliverables. Looking clueless and unsure of what you want will not make you a trustworthy person to work with and actually make your position to negotiate much weaker. Next, know that the rate you see isn't always the actual rate you need to pay. What they sent you on a rate sheet is what they set as standards, but standards can always be lower for the right reasons. You can always negotiate other things to bring the rate down, such as increasing the number of deliverables and buying in bulk for a discount, or suggesting if they could work with you based on the budget you have. If you communicate clearly and build a trusting relationship, there's always wiggle room for a deal everyone can be happy with. Finally, shoot low and start from there. I will always approach influencers with a gifting campaign in order to get them into the brand and try the product to see if they genuinely like it. Influencers who actually like your product are more likely to work with you on favorable terms because they feel more confident to recommend your product to their followers. Now, let's talk about the few things that you need to consider when negotiating. Number 1, know who you're talking to. Within an influencer's personal brand, there are several factors that change their value. A nano influencer is the easiest to work with because they don't have a lot of experience working with brands and are generally happy with a free product in exchange for them to post. On the other hand, a celebrity may find that idea a bit insulting. It's not always about the number of followers that an influencer has, but you also need to consider who they are. An actor with a small following represented by an agent is going to ask more than a typical influencer who has a lot more followers. This is because the association with an actor is valued so much more. Don't make the mistake of grouping everyone together because it's not always apples to apples. Number 2, consider the amount of effort needed to make the deliverable. A simple picture to post on someone's story is not the same as an unboxing video with commentary. Understanding the complexity of what you're asking will give you a good baseline of what you can negotiate for. If you can't afford a long-form post that takes strategizing and editing, you can always reduce the scope of work and renegotiate. Number 3, you can negotiate what the deliverable can be used for after it's been made. For example, getting a video made without the need for them to post on their own account will cost you a lot less. But if you want the rights to use a video in a promotional campaign and paid ads, there's another fee that you usually have to pay for specific dimensions. To get the most out of each collaboration, make sure you can use the deliverable in as many places as possible and to negotiate for the rights to do so. Negotiation isn't a zero-sum game where one person has to lose for the other to win. It comes down to having clear communication, setting expectations, and understanding each other's wants and needs out of the deal in order to make something work.